Totally Beverages.
and sometimes hot sauce.
That is a tasty root beer.
Coffee.
Water.
Cerveza.
Mountain Dew.
Beverages.
Beverages.
Beverages hot sauce.
Beverages.
Beverages.
Beverages hot sauce.
Ooh, welcome to Totally Beverages and Sometimes Hot Sauce, the show that was almost called K-Cups with Roro. I am your host, Psychic Andy. Here next to me, my little sweet prince, the bride Barbaden.
Welcome, subjects.
How you doing?
It is a pleasure. Oh, me, I'm doing great. Never better.
There is something so youthful about your energy tonight. You know, we had a little pre-chat, pre-game before we got on, and I don't know, there's something really great and childlike about your energy. I'm really appreciative of you and that you're bringing this to the show tonight. Maybe you're going to get drunk on hard seltzer. I don't know what's going to happen, but I appreciate you.
I'll do my best. I worry about, is there any truth to drinking alcohol reducing your immune system's capacity? Because I'm a little nervous about that.
Do you want to talk about it at all?
Hey, sure, why not? We got COVID-19. Have you heard of it? Sweeping through the old Briggs household over here. Everyone but me, positive it's going to be. And I'm the last, you know, I am the last one. I am the bastion, the wall against the breaking waves here, and I am going to survive it. Maybe. Was I built for this? Probably.
Listen, I don't think there's anything wrong with a little bit of Grandpa's cough syrup tonight, okay?
It's true. And I bet hard seltzer is most Grandpa's cough syrup.
Oh yeah. Grandpa, actually, let's be honest, Grandpa would be rolling over in his grave if
Absolutely.
he knew you were drinking Topo Chico canned hard seltzers.
Oh, my grandfather in particular, he would be, without a doubt. He didn't like anybody being showy about drinking booze, even though pretty sure he had a problem with drinking. He just liked to do it in private.
It's funny because I was about to say, but that's another podcast. But really, no, it isn't another podcast.
Oh, we can go deep through beverages. People acting as though we cannot, but we can, and we will, and we do.
Oh,
but,
gosh.
You know, until then, I'll just be a grinning idiot. I'll drink these drinks. I'm excited to do it.
We're all rooting for you. We're all rooting for the house to be on the mend as soon as possible. And thank you for being here tonight.
Oh, it's a pleasure. I live in this room now, so it's not a problem at all.
Had nothing else to do, really.
Didn't have to lift a finger.
Well, let's get into a little business at the top of the show. Let's see here. What do we got cooking? Not much. We're not adding anything to the manifestation board tonight. We had a nice week last week, if you caught us, where we took Olipop right off there and we put that onto our Dreams Come True.
Oh, look at this. Look at it. It's looking nice and full over here. A lush garden of dreams.
It's getting better. I will say that.
You might need another tapper dream on the vision board just to occupy a little space, and then maybe they can get bigger as your store grows.
I was up visiting my my family in Boise this past weekend, and my brother, we've talked about my brother and his retro games, and he has the setup. And so I went in again on Tapper on the big machine, and I didn't do so great. So I don't know, until we get Laura, or is it Lauren Featherstone?
Lauren. We forget. We need her to respond. I'm pretty sure it's Lauren. I don't know. Hey, thanks, by the way, for bringing Mr. Snackers up on that trip. That was a load off my mind. I really did appreciate that. He deserved a vacation. We had to cancel ours, so.
Yeah, no worries. Hopefully some of you caught that story. Someone threw some shade at me saying that didn't look like Mr. Snackers liked me. Sorry, I don't have my phone right now, or I would totally look that up. But Mr. Snackers loves me. We're two peas in a pod.
The birds don't show a lot of varied emotions. I'm going to say that. I think it's unreasonable to expect to see a duck being anything other than duck-like around a human being.
Okay, I don't know what you're trying to do, who you're trying to make feel better right now, but it's not me.
I'm on your side because I know the connection is there. I know the bond is real.
Now you understand. Now you're talking. Okay, next week, mark your calendars. We got Death by Romy is going to be in the house. Now, Jojo, you don't know this.
No.
But this is
Great photo.
This might be a T-Bash first. And I can't wait next week. We'll go through. Romy had a plethora of appropriate beverage photos. So this was one of many.
Might need a slideshow.
This is going to be a T-Bash first. If you look on this little graphic here, Death by Romy versus Mystery Bevs. So when I talked to Death by Romy about what we would be drinking, she insisted that she would provide the beverages and that it was going to be some really crazy, weird stuff. And I said, we normally don't do that on the show, but we're willing to take a chance on you. And so that's happening next week. So we're not going to have the menu for next week because it sounds like these are going to be some real deep cuts. So please come on that ride with us. We're excited.
That's great. And we'll still post maybe we'll post the menu posthumously in case you want to join at a later date or try it out yourself.
I think we can definitely do that. What else we got cooking? TBASHLIVE. That's where you're going to find us. Anywhere your dreams come true at TBASHLIVE. And
including on the old Discord where, as we mentioned before, you can send us stuff just like in the old days. We actually got our first package last week just before the show. And I wasn't able to pick it up in time, but I was able to for this week. And did you open it? Did you peek?
I didn't open it. I'm very excited. I'm only grinning because I'm just too excited.
We love gifts. Who doesn't love gifts? We're gonna open it here in the air. I know what it is, but I won't spoil it. So I think we should. Do you have it handy? Is now a good time?
Yeah, now's a great time. I have it right next to me. I've been waiting.
Grab mine. It's right behind me.
Now, you gave me, Jojo, 2 boxes.
Yes.
Is it the same thing in each box?
No. It is not. It's 2 different things in the box. And it came with a note that I did not give to you that I'm going to read live on the air.
Okay, when do I open my box?
I think, let me double check if it's revealed. You can open it after I read the note.
Okay, great.
Hi, Jojo and Roro. I appreciate that order, by the way. I'm a huge fan. I've been listening since day 1. I never gave up hope that you'd come back. I'm that guy that bought you guys the Dom for your shootout with Kulap. I can't stay up late enough to watch live, but I watch later or listen to the podcast as soon as it comes out. I wanted to make you a few things to say thanks for the great show. Lasers are cool. Keep up the great work. Matt. That's for the OGs.
Shout out, Matt. You know what's so crazy? I was actually thinking about that Dom episode.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember how much a bottle of Dom cost and how much a bottle of the Jay-Z costs?
The Ace of Spades? I wanted to say it was, I wanted to say is $150. Is that right?
I think that's about right, but Ace of Spades, the reason I was thinking of it, I saw it at the store at Total Wine recently, and it was like $325 or something, and I was like, I don't remember us spending $325. That being said, though, Matt, you hooked up the Dom. It's amazing. I don't know. You're muted, Jojo.
That was really
there you go.
That was it was such a joy to do that, to be able to do it. And so that's something anybody can do is buy a Dom Perignon. No, but seriously, if you want to support the show, there's a lot of ways you can do it. If there's something you want to do on the show, and maybe you're like, it would be cool if you did this expensive thing like that, but you don't want to pay for it all. If you want to chip in, you can do that too. You can PayPal us, you can whatever. There are things like of that nature. If you email us at Totally Beverages, we can even maybe help your bev dreams come true. Maybe we can even set up a little campaign for something like that.
Jojo can meet you on a corner somewhere. You can hand him some cash. We accept it all.
I'm not allowed to do that anymore, but I'll try it. If you ask me to do it, listeners, I'll do it probably. All right, open it up. What did you get?
opening. This feels like Christmas.
It is.
Okay, we have some sort of vessel here.
Hi.
Oh my. Hold on. One of us has got to go big screen. Hold on. Hold on. Hold the.
You
This
got
is
this.
incredible. Wait.
And then
TBASH,
spin
totally
it.
Beverages, and sometimes hot sauce live.
Keep it spinning.
Oh, are you kidding me? Row.
Jojo. Personalized. Maybe we should have traded. You know? So we could do this. Do this one.
That
Link.
is Matt, from the bottom of my heart. That is one of the sweetest gifts I've ever received. Hold the phone. I'm going to number 2 here. Hold
You
the
better believe it
phone.
doesn't stop there.
Stop it. Are you messing with me?
No.
Are you messing with me? No. A tumbler?
A tumbler. Oh, yeah, baby.
Oh my.
The Polar Camel. What a brand name.
Wow.
I'm going to put my coffee in this tomorrow. I was holding off until you had yours in hand. I didn't want to sully it. And there was one other thing, but there was only one of it. And that was also, I mentioned the Discord before because it was our first entrance to the Mr. Snackers fan art competition as well.
Oh my God.
We have a Mr. Snackers laser woodcut duck magnet.
Oh my. This is just.
Matt, you're a talented fellow. I won't lie. This is very impressive, and this is going right on the fridge. I actually had to show my child. I put it on the fridge, and then I had to take it down to explain. I had to show this on a podcast. He knew what I was talking about.
Matt, from the bottom of my heart, these are what a bounty. What a beverage
Truly.
bounty. Gosh, this is a weird it's not a weird segue.
Oh.
I didn't know if I was going to do this tonight, but it seems kind of appropriate because of the that beautiful Mr. Snackers art. Can I share a piece of art that I made?
What? Sure. Yeah, absolutely. This is kind of like, did you see that video of Macklemore going to somebody's wedding to drop his new single?
No.
Crashing their big day. Let's see that art you made.
Okay. So I was painting with the kids today, and I just felt inspired by one of my favorite things. And this is what I made. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I was born ready. Oh my God. Look at this. I'm not even going to describe it to encourage people to come to the live stream. No,
I painted
will.
that. I painted that.
So good. It is the root beer tapper. I'm going to say, I know exactly what this is. This is the bonus stage.
Yeah. And I have some cans that I need to add there, but I need it to dry a little bit, I think.
Well, I kind of like it even without the cans. There's something to be said. I feel like there's an artistic interpretation there. This is either before the bonus stages started, or maybe it's after.
This is after
the
he
lights
went.
go out.
He picked the right cup. Oh my God, Meg, thank you for saying that. She said hang that in the MOA, the Museum of probably. I think she meant the MoMA, I believe.
I think the Museum of Art. The closest one. Wow.
So I'm thinking we should do some contest for somebody to win this.
Yes. Oh, I think you gotta come play Tapper with us.
You do. This is what I'm gonna say. I need whoever sends a verified. You might just have to do a screen recording playthrough of you getting at least 20,000 points. How about first Bev head to 20K? I'm sending this painting, and I'll sign it too, and I'll put your score up on the up here where it normally shows.
That's such a good call. Yes,
Okay.
With the date,
So
certificate of authenticity.
First to 20K, if you go to any of our socials at TBASHLIVE, you will see in the link tree a link to Play Tapper online. Anyone can do it in the browser. And just, do a little screenshot of that. And it's yours. You like that?
I love it. Oh, Randy in the chat is already claiming it, saying it's mine.
Okay, I love it. All right, well, without further ado, let's get to
we
the
gotta
main
get
event
to it.
tonight. I'm so excited about the guests we have tonight.
too.
Ooh! Tonight's special guest is an actress, TV writer, playwright, and author. Recently, I mean, super recently, I think like within the last couple months, they have a brand
right.
new book that dropped. Let Me Be Frank, a book about women who dress like men to do shit they weren't supposed to do. It is
Boom.
out now. Ba-boom.
Love it.
Rumored to be Topo Loco.
Ah.
That'll make more sense soon. Drinks things and might like ducks. Are you ready?
Born ready.
All right, I'm having some technical stuff here. Gonna add to the stream. Please welcome to the show, Tracy Dawson.
Oh my goodness.
Hi, Tracy.
I'm excited.
We are so excited to have you. I mean, little spoiler alert. Well, people know because we announced the menu. We are going to dive deep into Topo Chico tonight. We're going to get silly with Topo Chico. Oh, yeah, Bev's
They're all
nearby.
lined up.
Oh,
Next to
Right
my
there.
book.
Ready to go.
Anyway,
Book
oh.
in hand.
And for those of you, we should say get this business out of the way at the top. If you want to grab a copy of Tracy's book, you can, of course, go to wherever you prefer to buy books. There is also a link in our link tree that you can go purchase a copy. So go to any of our socials, click that link. It'll be right there at the top.
Go to TBASHLIVE anywhere you want. Hit that link at the top, and boom, book will be right there. Okay, so Tracy, before we get to this Topo Chico dance, we like to start every episode with the Beverage Profile. It's where we get to know our guests through what they drink throughout the day in beverages, okay? So take us through a typical day. What time are you waking up in the morning? We start there.
Generally speaking, like 6:30. And I have a dog. So that is part of the reason why that is my wake up time. The first thing I drink when I wake up is water. The last thing I drink before going to bed is water. I'm a water fiend.
It's also a great writing technique. There's a literary device to talk about what happens at the end, at the beginning of your book. Intriguing angle. Can you tell us a little bit more about the water, this first water of the day? Can you tell us a bit about where it's coming from? How does it appear in your hands?
I walk into the kitchen. I have a countertop water filtration system that I feel
slow down.
Extremely passionate about it.
You're in the right place for this. Can you say that once again? It's what type of system?
It's a counter. Okay, so there's two different kinds that this company makes. There's one that goes underneath the counter and it's like really big, and it's for people that like own their own homes in this town. And so obviously that's not moi. And so I have the one that's on the countertop. It's made by a company. Am I allowed to like drop the names?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay. Please. We might even pull up a photo of it.
So it's Aquasana, and I've been using Aquasana filters. It's like this unit. It sits on the counter and it attaches to the tap, and you pull this little plink thing on the tap, and then this beautiful water comes out. And I have to say, like, I'm a fan. Like I'm like a fangirl for Aquasana. I'm a fangirl for clean water. I actually do this little ritual.
Loves clean water.
Now, no, like I know there's a. So this one right there. I don't know why I'm pointing to the screen. That's
am I in the right area? I'm at aquasana.com.
So that countertop one. I don't think it used to have a name, but now they're calling it a clarium. That's new.
Okay, you have the clarium.
No, I don't. It's like that though.
Okay.
'Tis like that.
Okay.
And you want to click. Okay, yeah. So they've redesigned this in the last year, because I bought mine, and I believe the latest. It's also gone down in price. Okay, what's happening? But yes,
it's too good to be true.
That's essentially what I have.
Oh.
They're calling it the clarium now. This is new. wow, my mind is being blown.
This
But
seems hard for you, the clarium aspect of it. Like are we sensing envy here, jealousy?
No.
What?
I'm a writer, so I'm looking at that word and I'm like, what is that? What? Claire? Is it supposed to be clear? It's clear water. Yeah. Oh my God, it is. It's clear and yummy.
Yar.
There it is. There it
I
is.
don't like it.
So
No.
it sits. Does it just sit next to the sink, sort of like this?
Yeah, it sits on the literally on the counter, just like this, and then you attach it with. I don't know why I keep pointing at the screen. People can't.
No,
Oh,
we're
people
all
are
with
here.
you. Yeah.
Hilarious. But so yes, and then then there's filters that you replace that go inside of it. Like you turn it upside down and you twist the stuff off, and they're these fancy. You can actually get a look at the replacement filters if you go to replacement filters on the site.
I really need to actually do that.
And so they are the ones, not those. These are probably for the under. So they're more like these ones right there. The ones.
Yeah.
that-
How
like
often
spray
are
paint?
you?
the ones that,
Oh, here we
these
go.
ones right there with the blue and the white, the clarium
Yes.
counter. So that's exactly what they look like. And by the way, if you scroll back up a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
I also have, boom, that shower filter.
Oh boy, maybe
Oh.
a different podcast, but I'm going to allow it. You've got
If you
the
ever take a little
shower
sip.
filter too? Yeah. Can you drink that water in the shower?
Sure. Listen, why not? You go like this.
Yeah,
You do that.
I do.
I don't, but
Well.
I think it's good if anybody wants to, because it's clean. And what it does is it's just, water can be it's got LA water. I think, I don't know what I'm talking about, but I think it makes a difference. It makes your hair softer and your skin less itchy.
What
That's-
came first, the countertop unit or the shower unit, or was it a package deal buy?
Oh, wow. I think I started to use a shower filter years and years ago that was a different brand than Aquasana.
Yeah.
And then when I switched over to my whole Aquasana, like I used to buy jugs of water like a doofus. Okay, I shouldn't say that. There's probably a lot of people who buy jugs of
Different
water.
strokes for different
Like
folks.
just a lot of plastic.
Right.
Felt bad, right? And I felt that made me feel like a doofus, is all I'm saying. And so then when I discovered the filters, I was like, oh my God, I'm getting filtered water and it's right from my tap. And I have this little ritual in the morning when I'm drinking my water. Maybe not every single morning, but like I do, it's going to sound, woo-woo or whatever, but like I feel really grateful that I have access to clean water, because so many people in the world don't. So I feel like it's a great way to start the day, to have like a little check-in. Like, we live in a town that's Los Angeles, it's a town of broken dreams, you guys. But
Well,
sometimes you're
Boulevard's
like,
the same. Yes.
sometimes you're like, why do I live here? Like, sometimes I'm like, I love living here. And other times you're like, what am I doing? But it's always good to just like start your day with some gratitude about like, you know what? Like I have this clean water. And this does sound goofy, but it's true.
That's
I love
lovely.
that. And how did you land on this? Like, what journey led you to that particular filter? Basically, we know that you were like, why am I wasting all this plastic and whatnot? Was there an aha moment that you landed on this particular system, or had you tried other systems, or was this like you just lucked out on the first system and you haven't turned back? Looked back, I guess would be the right.
My memory is bad. Like, is it possible that I got something as a gift, like a swag, like some sort of a swaggy thing like a decade ago? And I was like, I'll try this. And then I was like, I'm hooked. Like, this is exactly what the swag people wanted. They wanted to give you something for free. I don't know if my memory is not great. And so I'm sitting here going, I don't remember when, but I will say this. I do know this was the first filtration system I tried, aside from you always do the Brita water filter when you first move out, from your parents' house. You're like, I'm going to do the Brita. But this was when I
We'll still have
graduated.
that same Brita.
Yeah.
They're still rocking that original unit. There's a lot of that.
Although they have fancier, they have like
Oh, they
colored
do.
ones now that are like, oh, I have style. I bought one of those. It was turquoise. I was like, this
Yes.
is nice.
I just stayed in an Airbnb with one of those. They're not bad. They're not bad.
They're not bad. They're not Aquasana. Like I am fully like, I'm on board. I buy
And
the
how often are
replacement
you
filters.
replacing that filter? Is that
You know what? because I'm a single lady living with me and my dog, and my filters last a lot longer. And so when I notice that the water starts to slow down coming out of that little hose, when it's like not coming out as robustly, I'm like, it's time to switch it. For me, that could probably be a year, you guys.
Oh, I love that.
That's
Is
great.
the dog getting that water?
100%.
Okay.
What am I,
we
monster?
were all hoping for that answer.
Yeah, on the edge of our seats here. You got to treat those pets.
Okay, so
you turn on the tap like this, and it's just one more action. It's just the one more action.
That's true. You owe them at least that, do you not?
Yeah. I mean, has there been a time in the last year where I turned on the tap just to go like this to fill it up? I would say once or twice. And as I'm doing it, I'm like, you're a monster. You can't pull that. You can't pull it out. You can't do one more action.
Is the muscle memory on that? Do you ever accidentally wash your hands with the filter water?
I don't.
Okay, I was just curious.
Wow.
So
I'm a big hand washer as well. I'm very dedicated. Hand washer pre-pandemic was dedicated.
Oh, so this has been a breeze for you.
Oh, I just listen. If you're out walking the dog, you get it. It gets you like every time you enter the apartment again, you're washing, right? Like that's how I feel. So it's nasty. Everything's covered in feces out there. Everything.
Sure.
And so you have to come in and you got to wash it.
That's great. So it is there now. Hands are washed. The water's flowing. It's now 6:35.
Okay, so then I'm out for the dog walk, right? So then we're out for the dog walk.
You taking that water with you?
No, sir.
What kind of water? What vessel is that? Are you using for the water? By the way,
it's like a glass, like a pint glass, like a beer pint glass. Not the style that you just received. The kind that has the lines on it, like I can't.
Oh yeah.
Have it.
We're with you. Yeah.
Yep.
And bought them at IKEA. They're great water glasses, y'all.
Great.
And so I drink like half a glass or whatever, and then sometimes we'll feed the dog right there, and we might go back to bed. We might do a snooze. We might do like a go back to bed. So then we're walking the dog like 7:30, and then get back inside. You don't need to know my day. You just want to know my beverages.
That's right.
We need a little context though, please.
A little context. Fair enough. So after I come back in, maybe do a little meditating. I'm also like I do some intermittent fasting.
This is beverage related, I believe.
This is beverage
I don't know
related,
enough about
100%.
it, but this feels.
So I have the app, right? And so it's like it tells me when my consuming window is open.
Does that include all beverages, or can't you have like water and
I can have water. And like some people are like, you can do black coffee because it doesn't affect your. I kind of think personally, I'm kind of an absolutist. You know what I mean? Like water when you're fasting only. I feel like even though they're like coffee's basically water when you're fasting, but listen, do I drink black coffee? No, I do not. So I'm not going to be like, ooh, I'm going to drink black coffee so I can keep fasting. It's like, no, when I'm ready for that coffee, it's coming in hot. It's coming in creamy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I like cream. I'm not ashamed of it.
You shouldn't be.
You really shouldn't be.
So after when it's time for me to start consuming, calories or whatever, I do one coffee a day. This is my thing. I do.
How you dressing? How you making? And how are you dressing it up?
I'm doing the pour over kettle, the kind that looks like it's a little beehive, right? So I'm doing and then I'm very into my coffee. Considering how into coffee I am, it's amazing that I only do one a day, but that's because I have anxiety and I have to be careful to take care of my mental health. Why am I speaking this way? Anyway.
I'm with you. I'm a one coffee a day person. Roro here has kicked coffee entirely. So we're right on board with you.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Yeah. For a while there, I was doing half calf. For a while there, I was getting decaf beans and regular beans, and I was grinding them together. And now I've realized I can do one coffee, and I can I'm good. I'm all good. And so I do a pour over. I grind my own beans. I get my beans delivered every 2 weeks from a company called Trade Coffee. And what this is they send you a new bag of beans. I like whole beans, so I can,
Yes.
what do you call it? Grind them myself.
Grind them up.
And so they send you a new bag of beans every 2 weeks or 10 days, you know, whatever you choose. And they send them to you from a different roaster. Oh, my Siri just thought I was talking to it. That's hilarious.
You just got an extra delivery because it's going to cost you $40.
Oh no, Siri. So they send you like oh my gosh, it did think I was talking to it.
Wow.
Don't say her name. Don't say her name.
No.
I'm saying me.
I was going to say that your Aquasana looked like a digital assistant speaker about that size. For people listening at home.
This is what's coming next, isn't it? Like it'll be a combo pack.
Probably.
It'll be like, hi, Aquasana. Yes, Tracy.
Yes. It'd be like beans, please. So okay, they send you a new thing every 2 weeks.
And it's basically from different roasters all over America, right?
That's fun.
That is my jam, because it's like if I could, I would drive around the states and just like go to different like cool coffee roasting places and try their amazing coffee. I just think that is. And so you can go online, you set up your profile, like you can say like, oh no, I don't want that coffee. Like you can read about each coffee. Like I'm very nerdy about it. Like I read about it and I go, oh, this is a women-based, growers and they're very fair trade. And I want to try that coffee. Oh, this one's unique and fruity tasting with a strange molasses aftertaste. Yes, I want to try that one. That's how I do it.
I love that. And then so they're oh yeah. And so they're just sending you a small, like, you're determining this. Yeah. How big of a bag of beans is it each time?
Regular coffee, regular bag of coffee beans, like regular, like when you go to the bag. Say again.
12-ounce bean bag, like a regular, like if you were just grabbing the bag off the shelf at the cool coffee shop. Let's say you went to Anodyne in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and you walked in. I'm on their website. If you just grabbed the bag off the shelf and bought it along with the cup of coffee that you're buying in the shop. Maybe you can get
a bag of beans just like that. And not that I sound like I'm like doing an infomercial, but remember infomercials? They
targeted ads on Instagram. It's basically the same thing. Anyway.
Yeah. So like they I lost my train of thought.
Infomercials. You sound like you're doing an infomercial. What do they do?
They send it. Oh. So if I pre-buy 3 bags, if I pre-buy them, I get each bag for $15.75 each, including shipping. I just think that's incredible.
Oh, that seems very reasonable situation.
That's great. Yeah. Because then you know you're going to drink them. That's no problem. As long as like you're not going out of town or something, right? Like if you have to go do a big, like a promo tour for your book, maybe you cancel a subscription or you
pause it.
You pause it.
I love that.
And I think, I'm and sometimes I'll be out and there'll be like a deal, like like Gelson's will have some deal on some fancy coffee. Well, I'm buying that. If Gelson's has stuff on sale, y'all, I'm buying it. And so Intelligentsia, one of the other nice fancy coffees, right? So I'll buy that and then I'll just go into my trade account and I'll be like, pause, don't send me anything right now because I got to work through these other beans. But I'm really into it because I think I've noticed about myself, which is why it's so great that I'm here today, is that I love variety. I love flights. I love if you go to a place and they're like, we do a tequila flight, I'm getting that tequila flight. If you're like, we're doing a cider flight, I'm getting that. I just love variety. I love going wine tasting. I'm obsessed. Well, that's a strong word. I'm really interested.
I appreciate that. I feel like in my beverage life, I'm a little bit creature of habit, but I really get inspired when I hear people stepping outside and trying lots of things. So let's get back to the coffee for a sec.
Yep.
How are you dressing it up?
Okay. So I always have organic half and half cream and I make the coffee. I put the cream in and I will say, when I used to go to coffee shops, they'd be like, would you like room for cream? I would be like, no, not too much because I was so cheap and I wanted as much.
I still do that. I'm with you again, 100%. I feel that because it always leaves too much room. I'm like, but that's the valuable coffee I crave.
I know that's the coffee I crave. And the thing is that here's what I've learned. I really like cream. Like if like it's like I want that space because I want to fill it with fucking cream.
Yeah.
And I really learned that during the pandemic, like how much cream I needed on hand. I started like I used to buy the little pints, the little things of cream, right? And then I realized I could buy the full size. And it's not that I'm drinking tons of it's like it's just that one coffee, but like I just like to have cream. The person across the hall from me, she's my friend, but also we have this thing, which is we're both always running out of cream. And so literally our text chain for 2 years is, do you have any half and half? Hey, Trace, do you have any cream? The last thing she texted before she went out of town was, do you have any half and half? And she bought my book and she brought it over for me to sign it. And I signed it something like, there will always be cream.
Oh,
There will always be cream.
do you ever just go big and get the half gallon, like the fully, like the size of a, like a half gallon of half and half? Some stores carry them.
Wow.
Yes.
I don't know if I've crossed paths with that, JoJo.
I don't know if I have either, except maybe like in a barista. I've seen a barista pull out a big old.
Yeah, those are available for sale. You too could.
Those
could
are
have,
available for sale.
Yeah,
I don't
I've
think
seen
I
this
would
in your-
go that far because I think that the way that I use it over
Mhm.
and over how much time, I think I should only get I don't even know what size. I don't even know what that is.
It's a quart, I think. But maybe would your neighbor think you're kind of showing off if she asked you for half and half and you're like, yeah, I have half and half. I have half a gallon of half and half. Might feel a little like you got too big.
No, then I'm knocking on her door. I bought so much of it. I'm knocking on her door. Hey, you want some cream?
Refilling. Yeah, then you're just trying to hustle.
I'm just trying to pawn it off because I bought too much cream. So that's how I do my first coffee.
And so
Right,
and you're only one, right? So and how long is that lasting you as your only one through the day?
Not that long. I sit down to do all my word games.
Yes.
I have my little ritual, which is I sit down for my coffee. It's very stress relieving. It's like I'm having my coffee and I love that first sip. And I generally talk after I have the first sip because I love it so much. I go, like, yes, like I'm having a relationship with my coffee. And then I open up the Wordle and all the word things. And so how long with that first coffee? I would say no more than half an hour. And that's because I'm making it like I'm stretching it out. I could definitely go faster than that.
So
for sure.
You treat yourself to that one coffee. Doesn't last too long, but even you stretching it out, half hour is not that long. Then that's your fix for the day, I guess it sounds like. What are you moving on? What gets you through the rest of the day? What gets you to lunch?
If I occasionally, and this is literally very occasionally, pull out it's like this double glass Bodum thing. It's kind of a ripoff of that Chemex coffee. It's got a cork holder. And it's double glass wall to keep it warm. If I go crazy and I fill that up, which is two cups basically, I'm in trouble in the afternoon. Like I am, like I'm just like, why did I do that? Like, because I love coffee, but it's just I can't do it. I bought that and I go, it's a beautiful thing, but really I do the 1 cup. Okay, so in terms of other beverages, I'm drinking water. I'm staying hydrated. I have to stay hydrated. It's going to keep this dewy skin and
keeping it damp. Do you use the same cup all day?
Do I use the same water cup?
Yes.
Yes, I do. I
Very
do use
good.
the same water cup, and then the next day.
I was going to say, as you said, well, you live with your dog, but your dog uses the same vessel day after day. I'm a fan of keeping a vessel going. So this is a very safe space. How long are you letting that ride?
Okay, well, if we're being honest,
that's all I ask.
Listen, it's hard for me. I just want to lie. No.
Known liar.
I would say 2 days because I think the first day it's staying sparkly. All through the second day, but there's something that happens. It's like, I don't know, you could see my mouth or you could see.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm washing my hands all the time, you guys. So it's not like
That's true. You might be able to go longer than others. others.
We're naturally oily, filthy beings. And so it's like, I think that 2 days is the max you can get on that water glass.
Got you.
Seems good.
I'm JoJo. I think I don't want to speak for you, but I feel like is comfortable 5 to 7 days. Does that feel about right?
I mean, look, left to my own devices, I can't imagine. I could see letting something sit around for a few, certainly.
I'm good. I'm notoriously good for 5 hours, and then I'm switching vessels. I've got a real issue. I'm on the other side of the spectrum.
Let me ask you this though: do you have a dishwasher?
I do have a dishwasher.
See, I do not.
I do not either, and that's why JoJo and I have come out as clear compadres.
That's right. That's right. We're simpatico.
It makes all sorts of sense. Okay, so take us from lunch to dinner time, though. What is happening through the day? More water? Is it just water? Which is absolutely fine.
Listen,
you don't have to say strawberry
limited
just to impress us or anything. Just if it is just water, that's also okay.
I would say that at some point in the day, I'm going to have a sparkling water. As I have mentioned to you, I am. I'm okay. I'll just come out and say it. I'm a big fan of sparkling water, and I've tried a lot of sparkling waters, and the only one that to me is worth my time is Topo Chico. And I think that right now I happen to have an assortment of beverages because the Topo Chico has been harder to find in stores. So I have 1.5 cases of Topo Chico, 12 glass bottles in the kitchen. I have half a case of Twist of Lime and I have 1 full case of original. But I want to make those last in case it is hard to track them down. So I do have some this sparkling water called Bubbly, Bubly, grapefruit flavor.
Very familiar.
I think that, because my thing is I like mineral water. I don't like these waters that are just tap water and they put bubbles in them. And I'm certainly, this is a safe space, so I'll just say it. I think LaCroix is a piece of shit.
Oh, wow. We didn't say it was that safe.
Shots fired. Now listen, I have an allegiance to. I have my particular flavors.
What is
I don't
it?
have
What is
time
that?
for other flavors.
Right.
But I'm pretty ride or die, and I'm ride or die with a product whose founder I'm not fond of either. But this is my daily driver for sure. But I do right now in our house we probably have 3 12-packs of Topo Chico out in the garage. Grab it while it's hot, as you're saying.
Exactly.
Sometimes you're not finding it. Just a quick tip: if you're in Los Angeles, there is there's a guy. There's a chain of supermarkets called Vallarta, and they're these huge Mexican supermarkets, and it's like my favorite grocery store. It's unbelievable. But you walk into any Vallarta, and you best believe there's going to be a ginormous Topo Chico presentation before you walk 10 steps into the store.
I love this information. But do they have Twist of Lime?
No, that's a harder thing. I find Twist of Lime, that's usually a Sprouts play for me.
That's where I've seen it too.
Yeah.
I
still never tried it.
You haven't tried it?
No.
Okay.
Just classic. Just Topo Chico classic.
I was a classic girl for so long. And I said, I'll just try this Twist of Lime because it was on the shelf. I said, this is the best. There is no other flavored sparkling water in my mind now that I have had the Twist of Lime. It is now. Wow. That doesn't mean I don't have the bubbly pink grapefruit in the fridge right now. And I also picked something else up at Sprouts this week because it was on sale. It's called Nixie Lime Ginger.
I've seen those. Haven't had them yet.
It was on sale. I told you I like things on sale, right? So I'm like $3 for a case. Bring it over. Ooh. And the fact that it's lime and ginger, I'm like, those are 2 wonderful flavors. And so I'm like, you know what? $3, let's go. okay, so in terms of the middle of the day, I'm going to have a bubbly, right? Like the Topo Chico is sort of like Elaine from Seinfeld. Remember that whole sponge-worthy thing?
Yes, totally.
So to me, that's the way the Topo Chico has to be right now. Like I used to just be drinking them left and right, but I just want to be careful because I love them so much. And I don't know about you, but when I get the craving, like if there's no sparkling water in the house and I get the crave, like it feels like I'm going to go crazy.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're
Yes,
speaking
need the
to
bite.
someone that's going through 6 cans a day. So
Oh, wow.
I mean, it's always stocked and ready to go. The second I see it's low, I have to go to the grocery store. My day's ruined. It has to be in the house.
Yes.
Um,
But here's the thing. And I know oh gosh, I guess I should have just figured out how to turn Siri off, but it keeps on. I didn't say the name. But the thing about LaCroix, my mother's French Canadian. I
I was
can't
going to say it's so
that.
Canadian of you to not to say the La Croix. La Croix.
La
We do that.
Croix. To me, it's offensive. What are you talking about? But it's very American to say LaCroix. But those bubbles to me are very weak. And I'm a strong bubbles gal. And when I tried the Topo Chico, it was like the clouds parted and the birds sang, because those bubbles in Topo Chico, don't you think they punch you in the face? They are not holding back.
I agree, especially with the OG. I mean, that makes me think, this gets me so hyped. I want to crack into all these Topo Chicos.
Yes.
Let's race real quick to the end of the day real fast. Okay. Anything else, and then let's crack into these Topos.
Look, I'm having a bubbly water at some point. I'm having more water. Today I had a smoothie. I have a Vitamix. Sometimes I feel bad because I don't use it enough. I spent so much money on that goddamn thing. I'm like, I better go buy some frozen fruit and some bananas. Let's make a smoothie. So I had a smoothie today.
What was that smoothie today? Ingredients, real quick.
Okay, mixed berry. Mistake. I've decided don't buy the bag of mixed berry. You know why? Because those blackberries with the seeds and the teeth, it's a little too much.
I was going to say the blackberries or the raspberries, sometimes not the best for the smoothie.
Have those big
I love a strawberry. I love a blueberry. Today I threw those mixed berries in. I threw chunks of fresh coconut, which I bought in a bag from Sprouts. And I said, yes, coconut. I put in some hemp seeds. I put in some bulletproof collagen protein. I put in some vanilla almond milk unsweetened. I put in banana. That sounds about it. That sounds about right. Like I tried to make it.
What liquid did you use to pull it all together?
The unsweetened vanilla almond milk.
Perfect.
That sounds
I'm
here for it.
Smoothie, water, anything else before you get to that water at the end of the day?
Like with dinner, I'll probably have another sparkling water. It's like I'm not mixing it up too much and I don't like to consume sugar. I don't like to consume unnecessary. I'm not a juice drinker. I'm not even those spin drifts, too much sugar, I want the sparkling water. Why are you putting juice in there?
Especially if you're after those sharp bubbles. Yeah, the juice, it's immediately flattening out your bevs.
It's really about the bubbles. And so that's basically my day. It's maybe it's boring, but to me it's streamlined. It's streamlined and it's hydrated and it's delicious.
It's a very honorable beverage profile, and we've seen them all of them. All right, well, let's one question before we wrap. Like that last sip of water for the night, are you keeping a glass bedside or not?
I'm not a bedside water person. I don't know why that's happened, but it's in the kitchen, and I will generally sleep through the night, and then maybe I'll wake up to have a pee, and I'll do a whole have a pee, have a sip, throw a treat in the dog's bowl, because my dog is elderly. I mean, he's not elderly. He's a senior dog. And so he likes a little food. He likes a little food right in his tummy very early in the morning, or else he might get a sour stomach. Again, this isn't about beverages, but it's linked to my first drink of water.
Got it.
Yeah, that might get you to 6:30. That's beautiful.
Well, on that note, let's pull these Topo Chicos out. We got some. I'm very excited about this.
There are.
We got the Topo Chico Hard Seltzer Variety Pack, which has tropical mango. It has strawberry guava. It has exotic pineapple.
Yes, it does.
It
What do you think that
has
means? Exotic.
tangy lemon lime. And then we're also doing the Topo Chico Ranch Water. Now, I have to preface this that the first time my hard seltzer life is very limited. I've had a few White Claws. We did White Claw on the show when we rebooted the show for episode 1. And since then, I have had these Topo Chico hard seltzers. I think I've only had the pineapple and maybe one other flavor. But I can say this off the bat. I like them more than the White Claws and was so impressed by them. What I haven't been impressed by, though, is I don't know if there's actually alcohol in this. I've never felt a buzz.
Ooh.
I've never from these. So
Wow.
I might lean in pretty hard to these. And JoJo and our fans know I usually don't do that on the show. I'm usually a little timid with the booze. But I just
Not
want to see if these can get it done, because that's my biggest question mark with these, because the flavor I think we're gonna be delighted by most of these. That's my prediction. But I just don't know if they get the job done. That's how I'm feeling going into this.
This is a great.
I love it. This is very interesting because, well, they're 4.7%. At least it looks like they all are.
Yeah.
But you know what I like here right away? 2 grams of sugar. Already extremely happy that it says 2 grams of sugar, which is like, let's go crazy. Let's drink them all.
Yeah, absolutely can. 100 cals in the whole can. It's like light beer territory, but more booze. It should be like that. Should be. I think you're probably right in the territory of like a Miller Lite or something.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm
No,
excited about the flavors because their flavors with their sparkling waters are so good that it wouldn't surprise me. And I know that we're going to find out in a couple seconds, but it's like, I'm optimistic, and I love that you've given me more optimism with what you've just said.
Yeah. I feel very good about this. The ranch water is a very big question mark for me. But how should we tackle these? JoJo, do you have any thoughts? And I did want to state that I know I like exotic pineapple. So maybe that's something we start with, because I'm going in bias, maybe.
I started to line them up in the order that you happen to read them off in, which was tropical mango, the strawberry guava, exotic pineapple, and the tangy lemon lime. But I think we do need to have a tangy lemon lime at the start, and I feel like we need to end on ranch water. I think we need to kind of end it with those two.
I love that.
And then maybe pineapple. Let's maybe do a red one second. We can go. How do we feel about then maybe a tropical mango, exotic pineapple, strawberry guava, and then ranch water?
Tropical mango.
Lemon lime is one.
Lemon lime, tropical mango, pineapple, strawberry guava.
Ranch water.
I love it. Let's crack into this. And JoJo, I'm sorry, I don't know in your bev bag if I gave you a regular Topo Chico.
You did not.
So I apologize. Just Tracy and I are going to have that to kind of clear our palates and just to get a little context.
I love
Sorry
it.
about that, JoJo. JoJo, is that a tear
I put
see?
some crackers.
Oh,
I put some
fantastic.
crackers to clear my palate.
That's a great.
Okay.
Someone who has done flights before. The flight attendant.
So we're starting with a lovely. Did you say tangy lemon lime?
Tangy lemon lime.
Okay, here we go.
This one, because I'm wondering if it's going to be most adjacent to the mineral water itself.
Yeah, very good point there.
So these are made with the Molson Coors Company here in the United States, with our friends at Coca-Cola Corporation for the alcohol. So I don't know if it's going to relate to Topo Chico at all.
Is that okay? Knowing that, JoJo, wait, who? Oh boy.
Are we sipping?
Sip it.
Yeah, have a little sip. Have a little sip. I'm doing a little research. I'll have a sip though. That one doesn't taste like I would think it would taste, being called tangy lemon lime.
I gotta say, I like it. It's different than other hard seltzers. It does not taste as artificial, but it does. And I don't know.
I think it does taste artificial.
Not as much as like a White Claw is what I was.
Right.
But there's almost like a, if you were to tell me that there was no sugar in this, but there was some stevia in it, I would believe you. Does that make any sense? Like there's a little something on the back end of it that's the artificialness that I'm feeling. But Jojo, I'm a little sidetracked because you saying that the Molson company's doing this. Is this strictly a licensing play? Are they not even using the Topo Chico mineral water? That's why I'm trying to look on the Topo Chico
No, they're
bottle.
not. Oh, we should have talked about that because when I looked into them originally when they came out and I saw that they weren't actually using the Topo Chico mineral water, I said, well, I'm not buying them. That's why I've never tried them, y'all. Because I think
haven't tried. That's
no,
great.
I have not. I'm completely.
Oh my God. Yeah. I just saw on the can, because I think that was, there's a big question mark for us going into it. It says something really great in small type right below the nutrition facts. It says filtered water, not from source, which isn't the whole thing. Like Topo Chico, probably the OG says something like bottle at the source.
In Mexico.
It's a big thing on all mineral waters, right?
Okay, we're all back. We just froze for a minute, Jojo. So you were saying we froze for a second. You were saying right under.
Oh, I heard everything Jojo said.
Yeah, that might be on your end, Roro, if you want to refresh, maybe.
Uh-oh.
I think
he's frozen now. Roro.
Let's see. It will be pretty interesting. I can't give away more fast. Roro, you might want to refresh real quick.
Yeah. No, I think I'm back now. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, you're great.
It seemed like all of us kind of. So what were you saying exactly?
It was just saying. It says specifically it is filtered water, not from source, underneath the nutrition fact. So the antithesis of all mineral waters everywhere.
Oh my God! No, there's no mineral water in this.
No,
they add only one of them. This I think I just saw in the ranch water can. It says minerals added for taste.
They all have.
Oh, they do have that.
Yes. So on this one, the ingredients, it says magnesium chloride and potassium chloride both have an asterisk, which then say minerals for taste.
Oh, wow.
And it does have a little bit of that like baking soda back end that I think you get with even just some mineral water straight up.
Maybe that's kind of what I'm talking about, the stevia back end of things. This is not bad. It's just, I don't know. I guess it's kind of has like a Sprite vibe to it. I guess that's the lemon lime I'm kind of vibing. I don't dislike this. It's just not what I thought it would be.
I'm going to go right out and say dislike.
Mm-hmm.
Dislike. And it's like I've taken several sips hoping to have a change of mouth. But there's something artificial. And also it's got the way that hard seltzers, like that flavor, which is like, this is just malt liquor. Like, I don't know. It's just like this. They just threw in some random like liquor and like, that's the weird flavor.
It's just booze. Yeah, it really is. You're like, what is it? I don't know. It's just booze. So I was with family this weekend and we had some hard seltzers and my dad was like, what kind of liquor do they put in it? And I was like, it's just could be rubbing alcohol for all we know.
And when you get a hard seltzer, let's go ahead.
Let's move on to the next one. What I will say though is, for as much that this one didn't impress me, if I have White Claw in the back of my mind, I'm still going, this is better. Like, there's a drinkability to this that I haven't found in other hard seltzers yet. I'm just putting it out there.
How are you guys not belching like left, right, and center?
Oh, it's
Are you good at hiding it?
Not great. No. What's your relationship to hard seltzers overall, Tracy?
Oh my gosh, the smell of this mango, y'all. Did you smell that?
Coming in real hot.
It is really coming in like talk about a punch in the face.
The smell is overpowering. The taste is very different.
The smell is upsetting me. And I'm a really big fan of mango. Like as a fruit.
This one's trying pretty hard. It's trying real hard.
What is the flavor on the tongue though? It's like nutmeg. It's like a Christmas pudding.
Oh my gosh, there's like a spicy.
You getting that?
Oh my gosh, I think that's
makes sense
terrible.
Candle based?
Candle based.
Oh my gosh,
Yes.
it tastes like a
Candle
candle.
Yes. Yeah, take
I'm gonna
a
leave
sip.
this
Try
one
not to
far
smell
behind.
when you're sipping on it because you'll get too much. Try not to smell when you sip, pull the can away, then kind of slosh it around in your mouth.
Oh my God. Yo,
No, dude,
that is
that's
that is
bad.
upsetting me. That is upsetting.
That's a poo-poo drink. Okay.
That is
Sing-
a candle. That is a candle. You nailed it.
Yeah.
That's funny. I guess I will circle back already because I'm kind of wondering, is there waxiness to all of these?
Oh, that's interesting. Are you going back to Tangy for a little waxiness?
No, it's still pretty refreshing. Yeah, lemon lime is still
JoJo likes that lemon lime. I can tell.
I do. No, it's just easy. I think that's what I want. This is what I expect from a hard seltzer, and they
Yeah.
almost never deliver in a way. Do you know what I'm saying? It tastes like I'm drinking seltzer water. They're telling me there's booze, and it's got a lemon lime flavor but it's not. Doesn't taste like a Sprite to me.
Yeah.
This
I feel you.
this tastes like a champagne compared to that tropical mango. I mean, this
Yeah, it
tastes
really is
amazing.
It is really crazy when you circle back and then go back to mango now.
Dude.
Not the belle of the ball, the mango.
No.
Woo!
That one just got demoted. All right, shall we?
I'm sad. Yeah.
So pineapple, I've hyped it
Pineapple.
up. I've hyped it up.
Yeah,
I'm
you
a
really
little. I gotta
have.
say, I'm a little nervous.
Smells like a pineapple.
It does smell. You know
Doesn't
what?
that smell great? Come on, that smells the best of the bunch so far.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh,
I love this one. I don't know why. I
It's
love
the
it.
best so
It
far.
is.
It's the best.
do you know what this tastes like? You ever try to make your own drink like this and it doesn't kind of work? You know, like you think like, oh, this is going to be like, you maybe add your own pineapple, maybe even get a pineapple. And you're like, I'm going to juice this pineapple and I'm going to add some seltzer and some booze to it. And we're going to have this refreshing summer drink. But you're expecting it to taste a little sweeter and juicier. But then this is kind of what comes out. I'm into it. I'm trying to say it's good, but I think it almost tastes homemade in a beautiful way.
Oh, interesting.
Because it's so mellow. The smell is very pineapple-y, but the taste is very, very light.
It is the most authentic taste that we have had thus far. Like it actually tastes of true pineapple.
Yeah, and I can't
Right?
think of many beverages that are pineapple drinks that aren't like a juice-based drink that capture it, right? Like I guess there's pineapple sodas out there, but that's a much sugarier affair.
So intense.
Yeah.
But this, and I don't know, I'll need to do some research to see if there's other pineapple hard seltzers. That might be a fun shootout down the road to see which one reigns supreme. But I don't feel like I've seen that many. And I love this. Like, if they sold this just as a flavor, I would have these in the fridge, which I can't believe I'm saying today.
I believe I was at Trader Joe's and they had these hard seltzers that were in very like hip, trendy cans. I don't recall the company, but they had these single cans, right? How sometimes you get at Trader Joe's. And one of the flavors was pineapple something like maybe it was pineapple coconut seltzer.
Okay. Yeah. I could see that.
And another one was like a watermelon. Oh my God, the belches, y'all.
Yeah, they're
You know what? That's the best tasting belch so far. And I really do love a good tasting belch. Like when you have you're like, oh, you know what? Oh my God, they're so belchy.
I've still got dinner coming out, so I envy you. Now, so this is also they only sell the variety pack. Am I right? And maybe
That's
some.
all I've ever seen. That really is all I've ever seen.
I guess this is still in early, while they're quote unquote available nationally. It seems like it might only be available in select states across the country. So, like, I don't know if this is available everywhere our listeners are yet. Though they have rolled it out in the UK with some other flavors.
That's interesting. And I will say that just, I feel like we have our finger on the pulse a little bit. I do feel like even in the last 4 months, I've seen these in more like popping up in more places, if that makes sense. Like, they definitely had them in Idaho, saw them in Idaho, and all the different variations.
Guava?
All right, are we going strawberry guava? All right.
I've never had a guava. I couldn't tell you what it tastes like.
It's a lesser mango is what a guava tastes like.
That just smells like a scratch and sniff sticker that's supposed to be some fruit.
Yeah, like a fruit. It's like a bowl of fruit, maybe, and that's a scratch and sniff sticker. So it's kind of amorphous. Got a little Tylenol smell to it, right? Children's Tylenol.
It smells like cough syrup. It smells like cough syrup.
Yeah, the cough syrup comment is interesting because it also has the most medicinal taste of the bunch, like almost like a kid's Tylenol or something.
Yeah. That's what
This is a notch above, but only a notch.
Yes.
Above the mango.
But are you guys getting much strawberry from it?
No.
Like it?
I don't even like what I'm actually questioning what is a strawberry as I drink this. Like it's questioning my reality and how I understand fruits.
I had said this when we covered hard kombucha that I think they come up with the flavors after they make the drink a little bit. Like somebody just goes like, I don't know, maybe it's strawberry and guava if you mix them together. Like, can anybody tell you you're wrong? But I don't know if that's what they're going for.
Tracy, you made a good point, and I'm with you on just not knowing the vibe of guava in general. Jojo, are you more familiar with guava?
I feel like I've had some juices and stuff. Sure.
Guava. Are you getting any guava on this?
Not really. I feel like I would love to be blind, to truly do this blind and give tasting notes. You know, it would be really fun to have people like, just take a sip of this and you tell me what fruits. And you can even say,
I love that.
There's two fruits. You can even say there's a berry and not a berry.
I don't think I would get any of them except the pineapple. Maybe the mango.
The pineapple you'd hit because of the smell.
100% pineapple. This, I mean, if we could try to eternal sunshine our minds for a second and see if we could see what do we really taste.
It is just children's Tylenol to me. It has that it's got the powderiness to it, the whole bit. It's no good. I'm starting to wonder if the colored bands are actually graded. Like if they knew ahead of time, like, well, the red and the orange are terrible, so we just warn people. It's like the fire warning system.
That's hilarious.
You guys circle back to the mango real quick for me.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm nervous. Oh my God, just smelling it.
Oh my God.
It's really bad. It's really bad.
Like I would say that is legitimately like I would say like mistake, like there's a problem.
Exactly.
You worry.
It's kind of nauseating, sort of, the mango one.
Yeah, I have an idea.
Sorry.
Oh no, you go ahead. You can.
It tastes rotten, like rotten fruit, doesn't it? Has a rotten quality.
Yeah.
And I think some of these tropical fruits, I've talked about this on the show too before, but like passion fruit has almost a rotting, like the fruit itself has like a rotten quality to it, but that's like what it's sort of, I don't know. It is kind of like rotten fruits, like astringent or something, sour and sweet and all those things, but it's what you desire if you're going after that. But that's a very specific thing. That is not this. There's something about the spiciness of this too. And it is like, it's like a peppery, nutmeggy kind of thing that's disgusting. And if my advice to the good people of Molson Coors and their infinite wisdom would be, this is supposed to be a Texas beverage. You re-engineer this thing with a little more heat, and it's a jalapeno mango something. It's your spicy marg.
No.
And you could up the spicy part of it, because there's some shit going on in there that is disgusting otherwise. And I think you clean it up a little bit that way. And you might have a hit on your hands.
I disagree with you. I feel like adding that to the mix, I think you're just flying even closer to the sun with that. I think
people aren't going to drink it anyway, or you chug it. Because that's what I was going to say about the strawberry guava. It's gross, but my solution to this would be to drink it as quickly as possible.
Right.
So you might even hit this first and then slowly enjoy one of the yellows.
But you know what's interesting about I think we're all going to be completely on the same page of how we rate this. I'm just putting that out there.
Yes.
What's
Yeah.
interesting about the strawberry guava, though, and maybe this is what you're saying, JoJo, is like there's nothing nauseating or sick about it. Like it does seem smooth and drinkable. It's just kind of like boring and kids Tylenol-y, but it's not offensive. That's maybe the word I'm looking for. It's not offensive.
I
The
would
mango
like to-
is offensive.
The mango's at a 10. The mango's at Spinal Tap 11 in terms
You're
of
right.
offensive.
It's
But this is still, I've just circled back to strawberry guava. You guys, if someone handed this to me at a party, I had a little bit of my cracker and it went down the wrong. But if someone handed me this at a party, I'd be like, thanks, it's so nice to see you. And then thanks for the free drink. Let's
Sure.
get a little bit of a buzz on. And I took a sip. I would put this on the table and I would not go back to it.
I don't know, Tracy. I'm thinking. Here's my thought: is in the party, I almost feel like you wouldn't notice it. I think you'd be like, it's okay. I might be wrong. I think that maybe I'm speaking for myself.
I think you're speaking for yourself.
Okay,
Yeah.
mango. I'm definitely having the experience you're talking about.
Yes.
But strawberry
That's
guava,
amazing.
even though it isn't good, I feel like in a party atmosphere, I think it would go unnoticed for me. I don't know why.
Right. I'm very particular. And so most of the time, I just want you to give me a glass of like strong, fancy tequila. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just want like a tequila because but so it's like, to me, I don't think I could absolutely get behind if someone handed me pineapple or lemon lime at a party, 100%. Now that I tasted everything else, I'm back to lemon lime and saying it's not that bad.
Yeah.
That's right.
But strawberry guava and mango at a party, I'm still leaving it on a table, like 100%.
Now,
Wow. Wait.
even if
JoJo, go.
I'm just wondering, well, yeah, because the strawberry one, I could chug it. I think that's what in the same way that I sometimes chug a seltzer, I could do that with that, and that's no problem. So I would just finish it. It's not like a sour beer or something like that where I'm just like, that's not for me. I appreciate the offer, but this will be abandoned. I think if it was, if it was in a green room situation and I opened it and it's a tight area and maybe someone's going to notice if I'm leaving open cans everywhere, I could suck it up and get through it. The mango one would be tougher. That one's going in the garbage, I think.
I'm sticking by everything that I've already said. Meaning, even if I'm with my closest friends, if there's,
like,
if
I
someone's
made this
just
for you.
died, if someone's died, I'm at a wake, and they're like, just eat and drink what you've been handed and don't make a fuss. I'm still not drinking that strawberry guava. Just telling you.
I'll
All right.
pour it in whatever the nearest vessel is.
Including the coffin. If
That's
it's an
right.
open
It's going in.
casket.
You shouldn't be They shouldn't have offered you a beverage so close to an open casket. That's on them.
Now, Roro, you said you were having a thought a few seconds ago. What was the thought?
My thought was, my thought that you probably saw me having was, I might throw a little curveball when we're rating these, but we're not there yet.
Okay. I thought you were
rank-
going to come over to my side and say, you know what, Tracy, you're right about the strawberry guava.
Let's just see how we need a few more minutes to test ranch water, and then I might be throwing a curveball. I'm going to take a few sips of just regular Topo Chico to clear the palate, because this is a whole different beast we're about to tackle.
That's
It
right.
absolutely is. I'm most excited about the ranch water.
Have any of you ever had an actual ranch water?
I think so. Isn't a ranch water typically, am I right, tequila and soda plus a little something something? Or am I totally wrong there?
You are correct. It's usually just Topo Chico. It's truly the classic with tequila and lime.
Okay.
So
And I
that
think-
sounds like it would be my drink. And I've only just learned that ranch water is a thing. I'm feeling like, where have I been? Is my Canadianness showing?
No,
Because I'm like, what is the deal?
it's very Texas. It's a truly like a classic Texas thing because of the Topo Chico deal. A lot of bars there will do it, and it's just like they're they're giving you kind of all three, or you're maybe pouring some of the Topo Chico out, pouring the tequila in, and the lime juice in, and kind of handing it to you with the thumb on top, kind of thing.
That
So
I-
Topo Chico is really synonymous with ranch water. I did not know that.
That's my understanding, and certainly
Okay.
I'm familiar with it. And, I think it's
And
probably come a
yet-
long way as Topo Chico has made its way out there, and as Texas has become more of a thing people care about, and for good and bad reasons. And then it's just I think that's a big part of it, that you get this this beverage coming out here more.
But guess what? That's what makes this frustrating, is that this isn't actual Topo Chico in here. It's filtered carbonated water and with minerals added for taste. And so I would just rather buy the tequila. So wait, is there tequila in this?
No, so that's exactly what I want to point out. Now this just has alcohol in it. Quick side note, also looking at this label, did you guys happen to notice that Topo Chico is a trademark of the Coca-Cola Company? I did not
fucking
know
just
that.
see this, and I don't even know what to say, y'all.
They bought it.
That's gotta be a new development, right?
I think it was 2017 or something. Sorry.
Aye.
Let's take a smell of this. But no, Tracy, this will not be a
This isn't
traditional
tequila.
ranch water, because it isn't like this is a canned tequila and soda.
Right.
This
But
is
this on the front
alcohol.
of the can, it says 100% agave and real lime juice, spiked sparkling water with minerals added for taste. So like there's agave in this. So that's the way they're
so the
getting around
agave, that
tequila?
I think that's their tequila tip of the hat,
It's a-
sort of.
It's a
if you
tip
will.
of the hat.
Yeah.
It could be tequila, right? Like, we've found is that these hard seltzers, it's some kind of new. Oh yeah,
I don't
Take
like
a-
the
No,
smell.
it's pure alcohol. It's in the ingredients. It just says alcohol.
right. Where there's probably some technical standard they can't meet with tequila to call it tequila. But if it's an agave-based spirit, it's because like they'll often say, like, usually they're sugar cane based, but they don't call it rum. It's just like, I think it has to do with the way it's brewed.
You're so
Okay.
smart.
I'm not gonna. Let's have a sip, and then I have a thought.
Mhm.
It's yoink.
Listen, it's not. Listen, I like this better than the lemon lime, but it's very similar to the lemon lime, is it not?
Not at all for me. I might be in my head on this one, but
Go
to
off.
me, there's something that, like, you guys know what a diaper genie is? It's like a
I do.
wastebasket
Yeah.
just for diapers. It's almost like
Yeah.
the smell of it has something like, there's something about like kids' diapers mixed with like plastic bags to me.
Maybe you
Plus
got
a little
bad
lime.
one.
Plus a
I
little
was-
lime.
What?
I was going burnt rubber with mine.
What? What are you guys? I think it's very similar to the lemon lime.
Okay, let's circle back.
It tastes a bit. It's got a bit of a saltwater thing going on too.
There is salt in it. I just saw in the ingredients they've added salt.
That I kind of appreciate, and the smell it does have a tequila nose to it a bit.
And I think the saltiness that you guys are describing, that is a tip of the hat to the tequila, sort of. Like they
Correct.
are doing their best to capture that essence, but
This
Yeah.
ranch water, okay, I'm going to say it. This
Do it.
ranch water is better than the lemon lime. I just tasted the lemon lime again. And you know what I'm tasting in that lemon lime now, which you were trying to, Roro, you were trying to decide what that was. It's like vanilla. It's like a,
oh,
it's
yeah.
like a, it's
Yeah.
like a strange, round, soft, cream soda-y, vanilla-y thing.
Totally.
Absolutely. Yes,
nailed it.
that.
If
Nailed
you
that.
ever fuck with the Coca-Cola freestyle machine, this is that weird Coca-Cola lime. Vanilla lime.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It is like a vanilla lime, but you're 100% right. Vanilla notes. It is sweet. And then going back to the ranch water,
Yeah.
it's much cleaner. I think you might just
It
need to
is.
let these breathe. You don't need to pour it into a glass, but I think it is
No,
something that
no.
you got to crack it open and let the farts come out, because it's a little funky in there, but
I didn't get any funk. I mean, I love funk, but I just got
praise. Yeah. It tastes pretty fucking clean now. I'm back.
It has grown on me.
This is the one I would buy.
Yeah.
Like I'm not going to go out of my way, but this is with the pineapple. I know that we're not rating it, but I'm just saying, like,
We are now.
there's something about that salt. There's something about that
Mm-hmm.
salty, cleaner. And then when you go back to that lemon lime and you feel that round, strange vanilla alcohol-y thing, you're like, no, this is the lime I prefer.
Okay, crazy.
This
Pop
is a
pop
safer
quiz. Do not look at the cans. This is a pop
Okay.
quiz for both of you.
Okay. Yeah.
How much sodium is in the ranch water?
Oh, geez.
I don't know. Can you give me a range? What's
We're going from 0 to 60
what grams?
mgs.
Mg.
Milligrams.
Micrograms?
Milligrams.
Milligram. Listen, I'm not a scientist. Okay. Like 30.
Okay. How many?
I'm gonna
How
go
much
5.
You're going to go 5. How much sodium is in pineapple?
Shit, I don't know, dude.
Well, there's salt in this one. I don't think there's salt added in those ones. So I'm going to say, like, I'm going to go what JoJo said, 5. 5.
Okay. Tracy, I would have been with you. Reality is 20 milligrams in the ranch water, 40 milligrams in the pineapple.
Oh,
Isn't that crazy?
What?
Makes no sense whatsoever.
science in action, right? That salt is a flavor enhancer. So that's doing the work of sugar. It's like it's taking whatever weird essences of pineapple they've put in this, and it's probably amplifying it and getting that taste to really rip. You know, because you put salt in almost anything that you cook because it will
My mind is
flavor. That's
okay.
pretty-
Well, now I'm looking and I'm
surprised.
like, there's sodium citrate, right? So it's
There
like
you
whereas in the ranch water, I believe it says salt. Like I believe it actually uses the word. Yes, the word salt is in the ranch water, whereas they use other words for the sodium,
yeah.
applications in the pineapple. So
I'm
I
into
don't.
this.
But also, isn't sodium a part of carbonation? Isn't it part of that process?
It can be, especially on the mineral ones, I believe, right?
It does. It does have the asterisk as one of the minerals added for taste. But it's fucking fascinating.
All right.
Brother.
Well, before
Are they all
we
40?
the other ones are all 40. The ranch water is the exception, is 20.
Okay, well, I will
Let's-
say that before we get to rating, I know I'm totally taking the fucking reins, but I'm thinking back to what you said, Roro, about the tipsiness. I don't feel a goddamn thing.
It's funny. I feel off, and I think I'm feeling a little bit of a buzz. But I think
You were hitting that first one pretty hard.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think
Should
I've
I
drank
chug
more
this
than
ranch
half
water?
of any
should.
of these.
You should. There's only one more segment after this. I think you absolutely should.
Am
Absolutely
I going
should
to
what?
chug alone?
No.
Now I'm gonna rip some pineapple. Let's rate these.
Well, okay, fine.
Okay.
I want to go last.
Ooh. Okay. Tracy, would you like the honors?
Oh gosh. Well, I just got to take another sip of this pineapple.
Which one are you going to reach for? All of these are in a cooler. It's a party. It was a party today. Hottest day of the year here in LA.
I know my answer.
What do you grab?
100% ranch water. I am reaching 100% for ranch water because even the best tasting one, which is the pineapple, when I just tasted it again, I said, it still tastes kind of fucking Siri. It still tastes fake, like more fake than the ranch water. Like this tastes the cleanest. It's also just called ranch water. That's appealing to me. I know that's marketing or something.
Gotcha.
But this why are they calling it exotic? Like what's exotic about it? I'm a writer. I care about words. I care about them calling it tropical mango. Like they have to flower it up. But anyway, number 1, is ranch water.
I'm struggling
Number
with the
2.
ranch water. I got to be honest.
You're struggling?
You're going
the
last.
ranch water. I'm sorry. I don't want to keep going. I'm sorry.
No, but well, I'm curious. No. Ranch water's number 1. Pineapple's number 2. Lemon lime is 3. And these are like only because I'm being forced to put them in an order, because a lot of these
right.
I would just kind of discard, y'all. But so it's ranch water 1, pineapple 2, lemon lime 3, guava, and then mango. That's my order.
Yeah.
Love it. Jojo.
I think I agree. I think that is also my order. I could maybe flip pineapple in front. But I think, the ranch water is the one I keep going back to. The fruit ones, there is a waxiness on the tongue that is tough to deny. These are still kings of the these are the royalty of our hard seltzer game. I have to say, we've covered a lot of hard seltzers since we've been on the live stream version of the show, and I'm enjoying these even the gross ones. I think they might stand up to the grosser ones from the other entrants so far. However, tropical mango deserves a special place. When I first sipped it, I knew it's kind of, we had a lot of shit recently. I feel like I've been on a run of really truly over 100 episodes of this show, and truly some of the grossest things we ever drank have happened in like the last month, and this is one of them. It is bad. It's a bad drink.
Yeah.
Tropical mango. And
I feel like honored to be here for that, because I agree. Like, I think that we can all say this is truly awful.
It's special. It's special in that way.
Maybe I am feeling a little tipsy now.
Yeah, a little belligerent. I will say, if there's a listener out there, a viewer listener, Bev head out there who loves the tropical mango, you're also going to get a prize. It's not going to be the Tapper painting, but we will mail you something. I genuinely, and it'll be something fun. If there's somebody actually who's going to like plead the case for this beverage, I want to hear it, but like it has to be compelling. Not just, well, I like it. I want to hear the story.
Why? Okay. Number 1 for me is pineapple, with a caveat. You knew I came in with my eyes on that price. I love it. I'm always going to be fond of it. As the night goes on and I'm feeling maybe a little bit of the booze, it's maybe not the most drinkable of the bunch. Drinkability. But it's my number 1. It's my number 1. Number 2, and this is the shocker. Here's the curveball.
Do it.
Is strawberry guava for me.
What?
Now, I had this thought maybe 10 minutes ago, okay? And I keep circling back. I've been doing my due diligence. I'm circling back through all of these.
I'm sweating.
There's something very drinkable about this one. It just is smooth to me. And it's clear. It's now a clear winner over Tangy Lemon Lime to me. Like, it's
what's that, Jojo?
Tracy is disconnected from the broadcast.
I almost, if there was a possibility to do a dramatic hang up for comedy effect, I might have. But listen, I'm taking it in, and I'm gonna sip it again. That's how much
I appreciate that, Tracy. I'm going that as my number 2. It just feels so much more drinkable and smooth than Tangy Lemon Lime.
Jojo, do you hear this?
Yep.
Do
now, in 4th place, I'm going the ranch water. But look what happens to me when I have the ranch water. It's just not good for me. It's like fake tequila.
It is. I mean, it is probably
which feels weird to me.
Yes, but it's better than everything else that's on the thing. Like, everything on this lineup is fake.
Yeah, you don't have.
I got heated.
I love it. I love it. That's my number 4, and then number 5. If we weren't all unanimous on that, something would be going wrong. Tropical mango. Now, let me ask you both this: forget tropical mango. Actually, let me simplify the question. Strawberry, guava, or ranch water, okay? You drink 5 of these, okay? Let's up the ante. 6 of these.
Jesus Christ.
What's the worst hangover between these two? If you had to bet on.
Listen, first of all, I would never drink 6. I just want to be clear. Tracy doesn't drink 6 of anything.
Fair enough. But I think I have a valid question there.
Okay. Well, they both have total sugar is 2 grams for both.
No, forget about the stats, Tracy. Go with your gut here.
Okay, no, wait. No, I know the answers. I know the fucking answer. Here's why. Listen, I know about sugar, y'all. I know that sugar is the devil, and I know that sugar, it leads to the hangover. And I'm telling you, this has 2 grams of added sugar, and this does not. So this strawberry guava absolutely has the worst hangover. How is there any other answer?
I think tropical mango would. I can't imagine waking up with this.
We're not talking tropical mango though.
Oh, I thought you were saying of the.
We're only talking about guava.
We're talking strawberry guava or
Oh.
ranch water.
Easy breezy. Go off.
Right, JoJo?
Yes. Yes.
JoJo and I have been in sync since I logged on.
We are simpatico. This is and you're right. It's the sugar, it's the fruit taste. Now look at the burnt tire nature of the ranch water, the faux style.
Okay, this all I'm gonna.
I'm chugging the rest of this ranch water. It's delicious, and y'all are crazy.
What's your
Okay,
case?
please. I would love to see both of you chug that ranch water. All I'm saying is, I think I know what this
delicious.
strawberry guava hangover would feel like.
Mm-hmm.
This one I don't. This one I feel like involves some bowel problems the following day. I like some unexpected gastrointestinal woes, if you will, where this one is just like regrets and social anxiety. That's all I'm saying.
Bro, I don't. The alcohol has kicked in. I am feeling it. And I'm here to say to you, what are you talking about? Because there is 0 grams of added sugar in the ranch water. First of all, I just chugged it and it is delicious.
I cannot wait to get the message from you tomorrow, Tracy. Tomorrow morning.
The strawberry guava has added sugar and it tastes not good. And so I don't know what you're talking. I'm actually confused. I'm confused. Where am I? What's happening? I don't know what's happening. That you would think that ranch water would create more of a hangover. That's all.
It's not. No, just to be very clear, it's not necessarily more of a hangover. It's more of a like unpredictable hangover, meaning like I know what the strawberry guava hangover is going to give me. This one, I feel like, again, you're on the bathroom. It's just weird stuff happening.
No, I mean, because even the strawberry, we're gonna debate team style this now. The strawberry,
yeah, baby,
guava also has more sodium. I don't think that's helping you in the hangover department, like preparing you for one. I have a
headache.
I have a question for you. To flip this, or actually no, to even further bolster the case for ranch water as the lesser hangover beverage, would this also not be the better hair of the dog? Let's say you're at South by Southwest and it's 11:45 a.m. You woke up at 10:30, but you're at another event or a show or something.
None of it's good.
Somebody goes, you're barely standing, and somebody says to you, "Hey, Topo Chico, Molson Coors is sponsoring this party. What do you want?"
Okay,
all the Topo Chico hard seltzers. Which one are you going to reach for as a little hair of the dog?
I understand why for you two this is the hair of the dog one. But it's not for me. I'm grabbing a strawberry guava if those were the 2 options.
Oh yeah,
that's it. Has the word ranch in it, which is a wonderful thing. A ranch? Who doesn't want to visit a ranch?
There's also cool
animals
there,
right? What?
There's also Cool Ranch Doritos at this South by party.
There's Cool Ranch Doritos. It's got the word water. It's got the word water in the title. Ranch and water. I mean, that's practically breakfast.
I don't know.
It's.
I don't know how we would carry out this experiment. Maybe we need to find like identical twins that could try this for us that have like similar diets where one of them drinks 6 of these and the other drinks 6 of the other, and then we see how they feel in the morning.
I like this.
Anyways,
I couldn't
I don't
make
know.
it through 2 of the guava. I could like, let alone 6. Like, and I'm just being honest. I don't feel that I could drink 6 of any of them except the ranch water, and that's a big statement for me to say that you gave me 2 ranch waters in that bag. I'm tempted to go and get the second one.
Oh,
that's how much I like it.
I would love for you to do that. Okay,
Well,
here we go.
I don't know if I really will.
Let's move on to our next segment because I feel like we're all feeling a little feisty, and let me tell you, I'm feeling very feisty for what's about to come up. Jojo, can we talk about that Bev moment of the week?
Oh, the best moment of the way.
Okay, Tracy, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
I'm going to get, you guys might see me get a little heated about this. Now, Jojo, you sent me an Instagram post about something that happened in the world of beverages. My wife also texted me about this, and
Wow.
that I first received her text. Is it okay if I bring up her link first, Jojo?
That's fine.
Okay. Let me pull this up because this was quite a journey I went on. Okay. A little context, Tracy. We did a shootout of all the different oat milks, and there was a clear winner between them, and it was Oatly. And then my wife sends me this a few days ago.
Also, shout out to listener Leah who sent us this post as well.
Oh, amazing.
Oh, shut up.
Okay. Oatly milk product is among 53 specialty drinks recalled because of contamination.
Yes, I did read this.
I thought you were rooting against Oatly actively. Yes.
No.
Now, if you look at this picture, this was the first thing I saw, and this is also like, when if you have an iPhone and someone sends you a link, there's like the preview photo. The preview photo was this photo, and this is the oat milk that I purchase ever since we did that shootout, right? You dig a little deeper in the article. The Food and Drug Administration said Friday that Oatly's Oat Milk Barista Edition sold to food services groups and a variety of iced coffee, protein drinks, and flavored non-dairy beverages are affected. And so I was like, okay, well, that's not what this picture is, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I clicked on the FDA link. I Googled FDA Oatly and went to the actual... I'm going to pull it up right now. FDA thing.
Bob Woodward over here.
Boom. Okay, you go down to here. And so I'm like, what is going on? Scrolling. Oatly. There's only one Oatly brand one, and it's the Oat Milk Barista Edition, as mentioned in the MSN article. But I mean, I was infuriated that someone put this picture of the consumer Oatly that all these people are buying when it's really a completely different product. And if I was Oatly, I'd be fucking fuming that MSN did this and all these other outlets did this. What do you guys think? Fake news.
Fake news. I love that you went down this wormhole. I did have to go back and check the WAPO link that Leah sent us. They do picture the barista edition on there. However, I am like, we had initial similar thoughts, which was like, why Oatly? It says in the headline, 53 beverage products. Yes. So there's 53 things on this list that came out of this that are that have been recalled, including Stumptown cold brew coffee with oat milk, right?
Yeah.
There are, so not just what I'm trying to say is they're not even the only name brand in the mix. So like, what raw deal did Oatly get that they had to fall on the sword here? Why are they they do too many bus ads, too many cheeky commercials? What's going on?
Too many terrible commercials.
Wow. Shots.
Well, those bus ads. You can't taste plants. I don't like it. No, but the thing that you just showed on the Instagram said Oatly maker recalls 53 products. So that leads me to believe that this company, this umbrella corporation, owns all of these products. They recalled 53 of their products. One of their products was Oatly. Like Oatly's not a separate corporation. Oatly is one of the products that's underneath. What is it? Leon's Magnus? Is that the name of the company?
Yeah, it looks like that's it, but I'm not completely sure if they are making Oatly or if they're making like something that's put in some of the Oatly.
I believe the article said that they are the provider of, they're basically the oat maker. And so it is.
They provide the oats.
Yeah, I think
which is why it's also in the Stumptown oat milk cold thing.
Not just like, because that's not some co-branded thing with Stumptown and Oatly or Intelligentsia or whatever the protein drinks they mention are. But like it's a problem. And I think Starbucks carries Oatly Barista Edition, for instance. Like that's a problem. Why isn't that? Wouldn't you think?
By the way, Oatly Barista Edition can be purchased by the general public. The Barista Edition of multiple of these milks, like they're more expensive because they're Barista editions. But they are not just available to corporations.
That's right. So you have contaminated shit in your fridge right now.
I mean, Jojo, you already said this. It's kind of like, yeah, what did they do? I would just be, they must be so upset because they're taking a huge hit for this. You know what I mean?
You are a nightmare. You get you hire a special publicist just to handle this. And the other one got fired because you're like, how did you let this happen?
Yeah.
It was almost like they got too big. They were too popular. Someone needed to cut them down to size.
That's right. People in the comments erroneously saying the Chobani oat milk is good. It's not. It's disgusting.
Oh dear.
What's crazy is I posted a story of this a few weeks ago. I did have kind of a rotten carton of Oatly where it was like kind of yellowy. And this is really hard for me because Oatly was the clear winner of the oat milks. I've never really liked alternative milks. I thought I'd found one. I had a bowl of cereal this morning. I had Cheerios. Might be too much oat in general, having the oat milk and the Cheerios. But I found myself kind of thinking, like
having chicken or eggs kind of thing.
Exactly. Like maybe this isn't for me. But part of it was because of this smear campaign that these journalists not doing their due diligence, or these editors,
just clickbait.
Right, like they know how popular it is. They know how hot it is. They like Oatly is like, oh, I'm gonna click on that if we use that photo. Absolutely, they weren't gonna put the lesser known, the less popular product of those 53 as the image, right? Because all they care about is clicks, y'all. All they care about is clicks.
Like the 11 o'clock news headline version,
please.
It's like bacteria in your latte at 11. It's like something like that, right? Where they would say a thing, but it wouldn't be like in your Oatly oat milk. I think there's a better way you can lead that. That reminds you, like, yo, if you're at Coffee Bean or wherever, like, maybe don't get the oat milk for the next couple of weeks until they sort this out. Like, rather than naming names, you could say that.
Right.
You don't even have to put Starbucks on blast. It's just like,
absolutely.
You say Oatly down the list, but it's just like you want to look out for any of your milk alternatives.
But here's the problem with all of that is that we're
going deeper on this than I expected.
Oh no, he's so deep, he's frozen. Oh no!
Welcome back.
We thought it was a dramatic pause.
Okay, I'm back.
he's back.
Sorry, was
He's
I the one
back.
that froze?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the problem with all of that is the food service companies, right?
Somebody
They-
think of the food service companies.
They get the notification like, hey, these might be bad.
Mm-hmm.
They're instantly taking care of it. Okay. They're so much more on the case than us dumb consumers at the grocery store, right? It's almost like it's not that big of news, right? Like they're on it, right? The clickbait of this was making it seem like a consumer problem when it really wasn't. This was a food service issue.
Pretty
I don't know. It got me really riled up, guys. That's all I'm saying.
Listen,
I'm gonna go-
anything that's all about the clicks gets me riled up too. I think you're more riled up, but also the headline could have been like did someone shit in your oats? Like they could have made it about the oats. Like is there
Or
feces
bacteria.
in your oats? Like, they could have done so many things, but they decided to throw Oatly under the bus very, very specifically.
Like, what's this specific bacteria? Where does it come from? Because, like, let's say it's from cow shit. Like, what if it was like, is there cow shit in your oat milk? That would be way more compelling.
I would have clicked on that right away.
Yes.
Want to
Shit in
know?
your oats.
We shitting oats over here.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh gosh. All right. Jojo, we have one more segment for the night.
segment.
And I will say this, guys, and I'm happy to report I'm feeling a nice little buzz from these.
I think you can tell I am feeling something.
We're getting
I
louder.
think we can all tell.
This is great.
right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey,
I
there's
think
one
we
last.
should have like a dance break, but
There's one last segment of the show before we go. Back when we did this show as only a podcast, Andy's brother-in-law Brian sent us 100 questions. We answered them all. When we relaunched the show, he sent us 100 more without us even asking. And so here we are with a segment we call
Brian's question. All right. Tracy, can you read this for us?
Brian's question number 19. What is the best powdered hot chocolate mix?
Love it.
Mm.
Love it.
'Tis the season.
Is it? It's
No.
not.
A few more
Terrible
months.
time for
Several more months in this city that we live in.
Post
I ahead.
Wow. Ugh, listen, I mean, I'll jump right in. Is that what we're supposed to do,
Yes.
guys?
Yeah, go.
Right.
Go.
So I was staying at an Airbnb last year, not to brag, but I was in Idlewild.
Oh,
and
sure.
they had packages of powdered hot chocolate. That's the only time I've ever done it. Well, where else would I have it? Would I purchase
Done
it?
made hot chocolate mix? That's the only time?
Yes. Why would I? First of all, you both have children, so perhaps it's a thing that you would do. But I sound
Some
like a
truth there.
spinster, just an angry spinster. What is this powdered hot chocolate?
You enjoys
Um,
these sugary treats.
And it was okay, but it was like far too sugary, and it was probably just some cheap brand or whatever. So I really can't speak to this. That's my wonderful contribution to this answer.
That was the
but I would
grenade
love-
you were jumping on?
What's that?
That was the grenade you were jumping on, was to say I I don't have it and I never would.
You know
All
what
right.
though? No, not I won't have it and I wouldn't never would. I'm just saying I don't have the experience to speak on it.
Fair.
But you know what's like I'm sad that that's the question, because I love, as you can tell from this whole episode, like I love giving my opinions and I have strong opinions. So I'm like, oh, powdered hot chocolate, I can't really speak to it.
I did get a sneak peek as I was preparing this graphic for tonight. I did say I was pretty disappointed in this question, but was there a brand? Is there a brand from your youth that you feel, or did you drink it as a child?
This maybe, I think you guys did an episode about this year before, which is my family did Ovaltine.
Oh,
I think you didn't
yeah.
do an Ovaltine episode.
did.
Yeah.
You did.
So I was scanning through your episode. I'm feeling the alcohol, by the way. But anyway, we were definitely an Ovaltine family, which I'm not even sure, was that chocolate? Could that be considered chocolate?
was
I don't
rich
really
chocolate
fully
Ovaltine.
know.
Yes.
What's that?
Yes, rich chocolate Ovaltine. Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
we were an Ovaltine family, which saying those words right now is such a time warp. You know what I mean? Because like I haven't had Ovaltine for a gazillion years, but we didn't really make. I mean, you know what my mother did, French Canadian style. She would take pure cocoa powder and she would put it in the bottom of the cup and put some hot water and she would make it into a paste and then she would put pure sugar. Like she would make it from scratch and it was fucking amazing. That we had Ovaltine and we did like just homemade hot chocolate mix. So literally I have except for that Idlewild Airbnb, I do not have experience with a powdered hot chocolate mix. Is that strange? That's
I mean, that sounds
reality.
great.
Yeah.
That might be the answer. It's the best kind is homemade.
I mean, that's my answer.
What's your answer, Jojo?
I got to shout out Trader Joe's.
Oh, for fuck's
They're just solid. It's good. The kids drink it. We bring it camping with us. It's good. It's really sweet because the whole thing with Trader Joe's, right? They kind of amp up some weird element of almost everything they sell.
Oh,
in this case, it's good. It's good for the hot chocolate purposes. It kind of, I think it makes it a little bit more foolproof because sometimes the hot chocolate mixes, you add too much water. If you're in a place where you have to eyeball it, you can't measure it exactly, that kind of thing. And you can make it too watered down. The Trader Joe's one has a little more elasticity, I think, with the water.
It's kind of like, remember their chocolate syrup? They were kind of like, what's Nestle doing? Just double the sugar. That's what we'll go for.
Yes,
Oh, wow.
exactly.
Is the Trader Joe's, is it in an individual, like a rip top packet? Okay.
We bring those camping. We have we keep a box of that in our camping stuff. So it's just.
Let me ask this. I'm jumping ahead. Maybe I should ask everybody. But are you putting mini marshmallows in those or no marsh?
If I can, if we got them, put them in there. If you're camping s'mores, I might put some up or put one big fatty in there.
Oh.
The correct answer to this is just classic Swiss Miss. I mean, you get
Wow.
the Swiss Miss. That's all you need. That's the answer to
Look
this
at the way he's
question.
talking to us. Look at this
I'm
tone.
talking down.
I don't know. You guys are talking so much nonsense. I mean, of course, I would love to try your mother's homemade.
Wow, he said derision.
Homemade cocoa. That would be. But this is what is the best powdered hot chocolate mix. And
I only spoke
JoJo's
to
talking
my
about
experience.
JoJo's talking about Trader Joe's, which historically on this show has never, ever shined. It's Swiss Miss all the way.
Brian, get yourself a box of that Trader Joe's. Spend $2.99. Treat yourself.
Listen,
you do a little head
it takes no time at all to have some cocoa powder, some actual sugar, and some heated milk. It literally, there's no point in getting those powdered mixes. And I'm going full on in Lee's Dawson's 100% French Canadian homemade cocoa mix.
Never have I ever felt so good to end a show in such a feisty way. This actually feels delightful. Tracy, you have been fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing your beverage profile with us and going on this Topo Chico journey, which, if I'm going to be completely honest, which we always are, didn't go how I thought it was going to go. I thought these were going to shine a little brighter than they did, but I thank you for going on that journey. To all of our Bev heads out there, please hit that link tree and go buy Tracy's book. Tracy, anything else you want to let our listeners know about before we wrap up here?
I want to say this has been a joy and a pleasure, and I would agree with you that it did not go the way that I expected. I really had high hopes for these seltzers, but this was an absolute pleasure, and I'm a little tipsy, gonna walk the dog for the last pee, hopefully not get attacked in any way, and I think that's the perfect note I'm just joking. I'm sorry. See, this is what happens. This must happen with other guests. So you let them have the last word and they're a little tipsy and then they say something like,
you bring a closed ranch water with you. It's a little self-defense tool. If not, it's a treat when you get home. You enjoy that. You share it with your dog. You have a good night.
Yeah, this will permanently blind people if it gets in their eyes, the ranch water one.
That's
Thank you so much, you two. Really
All right.
delightful.
Appreciate it. Jojo, you got anything, or is it time to say that thing?
I think it's time to say...
Go fuck yourself.